got it blocked off, but I don't wanna spend the township's money and my
Gotcha.
time unnecessarily. We have submitted our testimony in that, so I will need Mr. Bickford up there one day, so that he can swear that that is his testimony. That's the system that they use, and then he would be subject to any cross-examination. As far as I know, Greg, they do not want to depose you. I haven't heard of deposing anyone except the one expert witness from none of the other communities that are looking at that either. There have been depositions ongoing this week of Duke's witnesses that have been done by the county, city and the county together. So it seems like it has finally arrived. I don't think there'll be a decision next week. And it could even go into the following week. Nobody really knows how long this is gonna take. But it sounds like after the hearing, the law judge may ask for briefs from the parties, so we'll see how that goes. Rather than making a final argument type of thing, so I'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Also on Tuesday, while the workshop was going on, we had a case management conference on the Mueller parking appeal. There are a number of motions that are set, or that have been filed in that case. One, to actually have the case remanded to the BZA based on a changed plan, except there hasn't been any changed plan filed on that motion. And then one of the neighbors has filed to intervene. There hasn't been a decision made on any of those, but the court set those for oral argument on June 11th. So,
Okay.
and I think that's all I know.
Okay. Questions? Administrator report, Mr. Bickford.
We'll also roll into the planning and zoning report. As of today, we're on pace for over 400 zoning certificates for those that choose to get them when they build things. That's gonna be our highest in the past, probably 10 years, potentially, so, construction industry is alive and well. I have 2 POs for your consideration. These are for the new staff vehicle, that you had previously approved. This is outfitted with the radios and the lights. For this to camp safety, $11,151.50 for equipment, and the Motorola for the radio, $7,784.42.
Motion to approve.
The second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarbera.
Aye.
Mr. Connor.
Aye.
Mr. Weedman.
Greg, anything else?
That's all I have.
Communications, Mr. Porter?
No communications.
There's no old business, new business, zoning case 2019-03 MA. Do we have a motion?
Yes, I would like to introduce a motion to direct the law director to prepare a resolution approving the applicant's plan as submitted, with the following condition, that all mechanicals be screened per the zoning resolution.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
We have a second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarbera.
Aye.
Mr. Connor.
Aye.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye. Zoning case 2019-04 MA. Do we have a motion?
We have a motion.
Motion to direct the law director to prepare a resolution approving the applicant's plan as submitted.
We have a motion. We have a second.
We have a second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarbera.
Aye.
Mr. Connor.
Aye.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye. We have a resolution setting new rates and fees for EMS and fire department services. Mr. Miller?
Yes, I would like to first have a motion to suspend the rules for 2 readings on this.
A motion to suspend the rules for 2 readings.
Second.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarbera.
Aye.
Mr. Connor.
Aye.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
They have a resolution setting new rates and fees for EMS and fire department services, dispensing with the 2nd reading and declaring an emergency.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarbera.
Aye.
Mr. Connor.
Aye.
Mr. Weedman.
Aye.
Who made the motion on that one?
Jim.
Mr. LaBarbera?
Okay, we have trustee comments.
I just,
I'm good.
one thing just in regard to something that's actually on the announcements. A couple of people here who were concerned about the open house on the Fields Earlier intersection improvements next week. and just to verify that we are planning to participate in the process, and we have some concerns with the plan as it's been submitted, and we'll be expressing our concerns going forward.
I've got some comments. If I may, going back to our meeting last month on March 6th, at 6:15, we had our quarterly tax incentive review. And it was brought to my attention that at least once a year, our Hamilton County Auditor Dusty Rhodes or his designee should be in attendance. Typically, this happens at the first meeting of the year, and then Dusty would run that meeting. And I'm aware of these meetings in other townships, Delhi, Green, Anderson, Sims, and Dusty Rhodes has gone, the auditor has gone to all of those townships, but it hasn't been to Sycamore. And apparently, the law is clear to be in compliance with ORC 5709-85, section A13. And Dusty sent me a copy of this. And I want our administrator, Greg Bickford, to invite him to our next tax
Yeah.
incentive review on June 6th.
We send them a notice, they used to show up.
Yeah, he said he's never been here.
I don't think Dusty has.
Yeah, and he's never appointed him to be
What was
here.
the guy's name, Pyle?
Yeah, he would always
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
They used to send a representative all the time, they stopped doing that the last couple of years for whatever reason.
So you may wanna call him.
Yeah, we can.
We'll make the effort, I mean, I can't force them to be here, unfortunately.
Well, he, apparently, we're one of the only townships that he hasn't been invited
I
to.
don't know
So
why.
whether this is, somehow the chain was broken.
Yeah.
So- And then, my other comment, a couple more comments.
And we're actually, while you're on that subject, I was talking to Debbie about possibly changing those to doing them like in August, when we're not so rushed and we have a chance to check the records on payments and that sort of thing, because as we mentioned last time, a lot of times the public records of payments haven't caught up, that we can check those. So we did talk about even switching it to sometime in the fall. So we can talk to Mr. Rhodes about that also.
No, we've been told this week that the gas tax increase, 10.5 cents a gallon, and that there's $381 million of that going to local projects. Didn't we have a figure
Yeah,
that
that-
might be?
Yeah,
I-
I
we
sent that
might see-
spreadsheet up, but that was at
That's
18,
different.
that was at 18.5 cents, so it's
I've
gonna
got,
be reversed proportionally.
if you bear with me a second, I'll give you what we think it's gonna be, because the formula's kind of, ODOT gets a 2% take off the top.
Right.
Cities, counties, villages get half of that, the state gets part of that, and the townships, I think, get to split 69 million. So, from our standpoint, I believe we are looking at a potential 40 to 50% increase. We get about 160,000, give or take.
Right.
And I think we're gonna get an additional 70,000, just give me 1 second, I was actually working on this yesterday with Ted Hubbard, and Ted swears his math is correct, so. We are talking about an additional 87,500 on top of what we get. Now, that doesn't include diesel, so it'll be a little bit higher. You will also have the ability to add an additional $5 permissive license fee. We have 26,000 registered vehicles, times 5 is a potential possibility for you. Now, just keep in mind, your road program is typically $750,000 a year. Of that $750,000, you typically receive $150,000. So you are supplementing your road program over $500,000. So this will help that cause. But that is up to you, gentlemen, how you choose to move forward with funding your road program. And that's for our local roads, that's not for projects like Sycamore and Cougar Mill grant projects.
Do we wanna discuss this the next workshop meeting? Or is it too early?
yeah,
Because this doesn't take effect till, what, July?
Yeah, I think we need to.
July 1st.
I think we
July 1st,
need to
yeah.
have guidance on how the state's gonna, put into effect the permissive fee, so I can give you better information so you can discuss it. I need a chance to get better data in terms of what it's gonna mean to us if you decide to do it. So if we have it in 2 weeks, which I doubt, great. If not, as soon as we get the information, Mr. Kelly, bring it forward.
I just want to mention, I went to the Duke Pipeline meeting at the UC Blue Ash on March 21st. Denny Connor was there also. The meeting was from 3 to 8. Denny, you're probably there by 9.5, 2 hours. It's about the same time I was.
2.5.
Yeah. And it was very interesting, lots of people did logos on their shirts, walking around on stage, 2 lawyers, 2 transcribers, no board member, no one in authority to answer any questions. And I heard 2 pro-Duke people, one from downtown Business Association.
Chamber of Commerce.
And then Andrew Pappas, a trustee from Anderson, spoke as a business owner. Everybody else was opposed to it. P.G. Sittenfeld was very articulate, city council member, spoke against it and called out the attention that nobody from the board was there. And I heard from some very passionate residents, Hagley Village, Reading, Sharonville. 5 hours from just this meeting, pages and pages of information. We can only hope that that board, these new board members, are going to even look at this thing and read this thing. And I want to thank our attorney Doug Miller and the administrator Greg Bickford. The direct testimony they filed on behalf of the township in the Duke pipeline matter is terrific. You guys did.
Thank you.
And there's a new Italian restaurant, Olio. It's Italian for oil. That's going to open in May, and then Kenwood Collection, 2nd floor. It seats about 200 people.
Okay. Anything else? Not bills and receipts, Mr. Porter.
Yes, we had receipts of $571,191.11, disbursements of $595,721.57. A complete listing of all receipts and disbursements is available in the office for your review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion, Mr. Porter?
Mr. LaBarbera?
Aye.
Mr. Connor?
Aye.
Mr. Weedman?
Aye. If there's no other business, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Aye.
Second.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Actually, I think I was patting it. First at work, I could stand up.
Yes.
It's totally unrelated. We're working at church this weekend to clean up the debris from all the fallen trees. Is there anything in the township where we can,
Well,
is the chipping thing?
Yes, we did.
So if we load that up on the trailer. I told her I thought I saw the chipping in the, but I wasn't sure if that we have plenty of time.
Let's go.
Okay, and also.
Anybody's shutting down, we all up here, I'm like, good, get rid of it.
What's it called, the pipes underneath the, in the ditches and covered up. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Not sewers, but just the water. He just needs to stop.